An ordinary milk bottle has a hidden use. It can be handy in the kitchen, so it's worth not throwing it away. It turns out that manufacturers, when creating the packaging, did not know that they used materials with hidden properties. This applies to cardboard packages, which are the most popular, as well as those made of plastic. It turns out that both can be used in our kitchen for a completely different purpose. Once we have finished the milk, we should rinse the bottle to remove any residues. Then, using a wallpaper knife, cut off its part. It's about the part of the carton that is right next to the cap. Cut out the packaging precisely, leaving a few centimeters. The most valuable part of the bottle is precisely the cap. The rest of the carton can be thrown away. This preserved part of the packaging will come in handy for organizing the pantry. Any part of any milk carton with a cap can be used in a way that I will show you shortly. Just take an open package of nuts or loose products, unscrew the cap and thread the top part of the package through it, then lay it flat and screw on the cap. Milk bottle caps are larger than standard ones. They are often made of durable plastic, making them perfect for recycling. Instead of spending a fortune on caps, you can make them from milk bottles. Use an empty water jug to save space in your fridge with this simple hack. In a few easy steps, you'll create more room for your favorite foods. Start with an empty water jug and cut it into 4 parts. You'll need 2 strips and the bottom of the jug. The top part with the cap can be discarded or kept to cover snacks on a table or patio to protect them from insects. Next, prepare 3 plates for your food. I used 1 plate for apples. Place 1 strip of the jug around the plate with apples, ensuring all the fruits are inside the strip. Then, place another plate on top. I use this one for sliced oranges. Again, place a strip of the jug around this plate. Now it's time for the top tier. I placed a cake on the last plate and put it on top of the previous layers. Finally, cover the plate with the cake using the bottom part of the jug. Now, you can easily fit this makeshift container into your fridge, where fitting 3 separate plates would have been impossible. Additionally, your food is protected from any unwanted insects that might find their way into the fridge. Take a banknote and perform this test. Thanks to it, you will save a fortune on bills. The refrigerator doors are used every day. The condition of the seals affects their lifespan. If the refrigerator is noisy or frost appears inside, it may be a sign that it's time for the banknote test. Over time, rubber seals become stiffer and may not adhere properly to the refrigerator wall. This allows warm air to constantly flow into the interior, and the refrigerator works non-stop to cool the continuously entering air. To check, just perform a simple trick. Take a banknote and insert it between the refrigerator wall and the door. Then, close the refrigerator. Now try to take it out. If you can remove it without any resistance, the seal is not adhering properly. This method allows you to check the entire seal. If the rubber strip of the seal is tight, the banknote will offer resistance. There is another way to save the seal and make it adhere better to the refrigerator. If the seal has no visible defects or damage, try this trick. Use cosmetic Vaseline. Apply Vaseline to the clean and dry seal. This popular cosmetic will restore the flexibility of the seal, and it will adhere properly to the refrigerator. Spread the Vaseline evenly and precisely along the entire length of the rubber. You will definitely feel the difference the next time you try to open the refrigerator. Are your electricity bills high? Let us know in the comments what you do to reduce them. Place a sprinkled sponge in the fridge. I'm sure you'll thank me for this. All you need is a clean sponge, the kind you usually use for cleaning. Sprinkle the sponge with baking soda. The soda effectively absorbs all the moisture and unpleasant odors. That's why the sponge works perfectly to get rid of any fridge smells. Make sure to replace the sponge regularly, and you won't have any bad odors again. Since I started using this trick, I haven't had any unpleasant smells in my fridge. Place a handful in the fridge, and you'll solve one problem for a long time. Just put it in a small container and place it in the fridge. This is a simple way to keep it working properly. For even better results, try this clever trick. Tear off 5 pieces of paper towel and fold them as shown in the video. Then, prepare a small bowl, add 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of salt. Mix them together. The salt effectively absorbs moisture, which is the main cause of unpleasant odors. Next, add 1 tablespoon of water and mix until you get a smooth consistency. Spread the mixture onto the prepared paper towel. The mixture will dampen the paper. Place the towel in the fridge. The baking soda and salt together will effectively absorb all the moisture and odors. Replace the towel weekly. I've been using this method for years, and I never have unpleasant smells in my fridge. Put styrofoam in the freezer and enjoy lower electricity bills. Have you ever put styrofoam in the fridge? If not, you definitely should. Instead of throwing it away, put it in the freezer. You'll reduce your bills and save on expenses. Styrofoam doesn't absorb moisture and doesn't dissolve in water. It also doesn't conduct heat. It's lightweight and can be crushed and broken into smaller pieces. If you're focused on savings and every penny counts for you, Styrofoam can help with that. Simply freeze it. To do this, fit the Styrofoam into one of the freezer drawers. Divide it into smaller pieces. Arrange it in the drawer. Insert smaller pieces into the empty spaces. Put the drawer loaded with Styrofoam into the freezer. If you have space in another drawer, do the same. Fill it with Styrofoam and put it in the freezer. It turns out that this really works. Styrofoam reduces the empty space in the freezer. Every time you open the freezer door, warm air enters. When the freezer is full, less warm air enters. This means the fridge uses less electricity. The same goes for the cooling part of the fridge. If you have a large fridge and few items in it, you can line the empty shelves with Styrofoam. By eliminating the empty space in the fridge and freezer, you'll save more energy. Place a ball of aluminum foil in the fridge, and you'll be surprised by the results. This trick is particularly useful for getting rid of a few unpleasant issues. Here's how to do it. First, take some aluminum foil and tear off 2 identical pieces. You'll need 2 amazing products that you definitely have at home: salt and coffee. Put a tablespoon of each product onto the foil and gently mix them together. Now, wrap the aluminum foil with the mixture inside into a ball. Do the same with the second piece of foil. Once you have the balls well formed, take a toothpick and make holes in them. This step is crucial. After you've done everything, place the aluminum balls in the fridge. Finally, let me tell you what they're for. Very often, various smells come from the food stored in the fridge. Sometimes these smells are not pleasant and can linger for quite a while. These balls help with that. The combination of salt and coffee neutralizes these odors. Additionally, they also serve as an insect repellent, keeping bugs that get into the fridge at bay.